For Gabriel Jesus, and there's the opening goal for Brazil. Gabriel Jesus, and it won't count. Flag is up. That's going to be worth another look.
Chichi just trying to weigh it all up and see what happened there, and whether there was an offside, or let's have a look at it from here. Neymar doing well, gets there. Yeah, he's offside. And that touch there, offside.
And Renato Augusto gets called to the offside.
Pity for Brazil, because the finish was good, and Neymar doing well to get stuck in and get the rebound.
Mohamed Al-Owais wants to play long. One in the air by Casemiro, but given back to Al-Faraj. Here's Salem. Gets it back from Otaif. Al-Bishi. Tried to go through the legs of Alexandro, and it's... Al-Boulaye. A bit of pressure again from Renato Augusto, but cleaned up by Al-Boulaye. Otaif. It's a good delivery of the wing for the fullback Al-Sharani, working against Fabinho. Sneaks it through for Baebri. Amokawi from distance. Not about the shot, but opens up for Al-Buraik. Al-Buraik. Omar Hassawi doing well when they're in possession. Saudi Arabia. Flung in by Al-Faraj. Al-Sharani giving chase, can keep it in, but doesn't.
Well, nice thoughts, nice ideas, positive play from Saudi Arabia. You felt if they were a little bit quicker with the ball, they could have got something into the box and caused Brazil a few more problems. A little bit of clever skills there, but Otaif. But just if you're going to score against Brazil, you've got to move that ball more quickly, get it out wide, get it behind the defense, and get runners into the box. So a little bit too easy for Brazil to defend against, but still positive play from the Green Falcons.
Here's Pablo. Alexandro. Fred. Casemiro. Renato Augusto is now adding a bit of width on the right-hand side. As both Neymar and Coutinho more central. Fabinho's cross. A wayward cross from the ex-Monaco man.
There's nobody really big who's normally those crosses like that, whipped in with height, only work when you've got big centre forwards who can attack the ball. Brazil, they need it more on the ground to feet.
Al-Sharani does well to get there ahead of Fabinho and picks out Saman Al-Faraj. Al-Mokawi. Albudaik. Stylistically, in terms of the approach of the game, you could see shades of Juan Antonio Pizzi's Chile team that beat Argentina in the final of the 2016 Copa America in the United States. Shades of Bielsa have made their way all the way to Saudi Arabia.
I mean, they've done well, Saudi, haven't they, so far? To be fair, Brazil could have scored one, maybe two. Perhaps should have done, which is why Chiche's got a strained look on his face whenever the cameras catch him. He doesn't want to come here and not win, and I guess we're guilty of that as well. We're expecting 3 or 4. 1-0 win for Brazil will almost be seen as failure. So big pressure on Brazil to score.
Neymar looking for Alexandro. Casemiro. Heard the footsteps that time from Hatem Bahebri Casemiro and got it away just in time. Here's Marquinhos. Flung forward for the run of Alexandros, working against Albishi. Last touched by Abdulaziz Albishi.
Yep, just toying around with the ball. Brazil there, just waiting, and suddenly a good run from Alexandro, picked up. Lovely ball in, and now it's a corner. But the crowd have been treated to some good moments. Lovely skills, but I'm sure they would love a goal, preferably for their home country. But I think they're all Brazilian fans. They wouldn't even mind seeing Brazil score.
Oh, Neymar getting ready to deliver. Third corner for Brazil. In-swinger, back post. It's well defended by Mohamed Albudaik. Brazil get another corner kick from the opposite flag.
I wonder if they can do something different this time, Brazil. Rather than knock it high and into the box, maybe just try a short corner. Get players moving the box. One thing a short corner allows you to lose your marker because you move out and you go back in. So maybe just try something different or not. Let's see.
Coutinho, outswinger toward the penalty spot. Casemiro swings and did not get enough on it. Well, just over a half hour played. Saudi Arabia 0, Brazil 0. Brazil have had a goal disallowed for offside. Otaif, lovely interplay. The attack short circuits at the foot of Neymar.
It's a good idea for Saudi Arabia. If that ball gets through, could have been all sorts of problems for Brazil, but Neymar intercepts, and now here come Brazil again.
Gabriel Jesus again. Starting out wide, working against Albudaik. Dispossessed by Albudaik. Albishi would chase it down. It's brought down this time by Alexandro, and Saudi Arabia have a free kick deep in their own half.
It's just classic these days. At a water break, I think. Yep. I was just saying, it's classic these days when you're in your own half and you're tied against the touch. Yeah. And I think that benefits Neymar. A lot of people say Neymar is in danger of being overshadowed by Mbappe, but to have the youngster alongside him, I think, opens up gaps for Neymar. You're so busy marking Mbappe that Neymar can sneak in. So I expect to see the Brazilian score a ton of goals this season for PSG.
There is Artur and Malcolm, two players hoping to make an impact in this game. A couple of Barcelona players on the bench. Felipe Luis of Atletico Madrid also available. There's João Miranda and Lucas Moura, who makes a return to the national team.
Short of talent, aren't they, Brazil?
Who could they possibly turn to? Top players playing at top clubs.
Oh, the best clubs. Many of the best players in the world. Which is why they expected to do so much more in the World Cup and disappointed to go out at the quarterfinals. I think they were favourites alongside with France. Brazil, huge disappointment when they went out for them.
So back to normal service now with Gabriel Jesus in the middle after spending the last 10 minutes or so on the left wing. Renato Augusto pressing forward, and Saudi Arabia trying to pass through. Otaif. Omar Hassawi. It's a risky ball into the middle, raffled in and lost as Pablo steps forward to win it for Brazil. And Neymar appealing for a handball but won't get it. Otaif. Casemiro picks his pocket, but a foul whistled against the Real Madrid midfielder.
He was surrounded by Brazilian shirts there. Had nowhere to go. Wherever he went, he was going to get tackled, Otaif. In the end, just a stray arm from Casemiro. Have a look again. The yellow shirts ready to hunt. Close down. Look at this. Close down quickly, quickly. Make it so difficult for Saudi Arabia to get out of their half. Except when you give away a foul like that.
By the way, in another match featuring clubs from this region, we saw Qatar beat Ecuador 4-3 earlier today in Doha. It's a huge victory for the 2022 World Cup hosts. Mokawi kept it alive. Sharani now crossing it in toward the back post, and it drifts away.
That's a poor ball. Yeah, it was good, nice build-up in there. There was a couple of green shirts running into the box. A better ball could have caused Brazil a few problems, given Edison something to do, because he hasn't had too much so far in this match.
No play out through Casemiro. Now Fred. Good movement from Neymar as he gets away from Al Buraik. It's the middle for Fred. Played into space. Dummy through by Renato Augusto, and Gabriel Jesus couldn't get there. Pablo. Fabinho just gets it away in time. Marquinhos reads it all the way back to Ederson.
Good work here by Saudi Arabia, closing down the green shirts. They've forced Brazil back, but of course it leaves gaps. And that's always a danger in a high press, is you leave too many players up the pitch, you can be exposed.
Now Neymar cutting in. Neymar tried to split two defenders, dispossessed by Al Buraik. Otaif. A real pleasant sight to see the way that Saudi Arabia play the ball out of the back under the pressure from Brazil. They don't just boot it away, they try and pass their way through.
Yep, they do. 100% right. They got some good football skills, some nice touches, a little bit of pace here and there. And they're a decent side. I think there was a time when we would look at some of these teams and go, well, they're way below Brazil. But yeah, of course they are below Brazil, but they're not way below. They're certainly caught up, and a good coach like Pizzi has given them a few good touches and style.
Well, Bishi's pass won't find Baebri.
I think a lot of neutrals, though, at this stage are saying, hey, where's the goal, Brazil? Come on, we expect at least one goal by half-time.
Renato Augusto.
We've paid our money to see the superstars.
Now Casemiro leaves it for Renato Augusto. Coutinho. Starting in a deeper spot now. Picks out Neymar. Fabinho. Alexandro. been a perfect start for Juventus in Serie A this season. Might have expected a bit of a boost with the arrival of Cristiano Ronaldo.
Yeah, I think the only team in the top 5 leagues of Europe who are still 100%. In all competitions. What a surprise when
lovely
good
pass.
skills.
And here they go, 2 against 2. Are they going to hurry? Salim. And Casemiro scrambles back. With Chichi fielded an experimental side. It wasn't Brazil's best team for that edition of the Super Classico.
So really just one bad result in his tenure, but what a bad result it was against Belgium. The one that really would have got them to the semis and given them a great chance to go on and win the World Cup.
There's no good time to lose at the World Cup, and the quarterfinals was a poor one for Brazil.
But if they lost in the sort of build-up to the World Cup or any other stage, or even in the group stage of the World Cup, they could have recovered. But once you reach the knockout stage of the tournament you've been aiming for the last 3-4 years, wow, that's a bitter pill to swallow.
Al-Sharani just gets it away. Settled here by Fabinho. Renato Augusto. Now Marquinhos. Fred. Defending very deep at the moment, Saudi Arabia. Coutinho. Fred wants to get it wide to Alexandro, but no openings. Pablo. Casemiro. Marquinhos. Renato Augusto leaves it nicely for Fabinho. Squared in for Fred. Lovely turn away from his man. Into the area looking for Gabriel Jesus. And well read by Omar Housawi.
Housawi once again comes to the rescue. That's the second time in the last couple of minutes he's made a crucial interception. The time before was to stop Gabriel Jesus. Skills again. There they go.
Combining with Al Dosari, and it's the Green Falcons who are putting on a show now. Back the other way comes Neymar. Neymar on his right, slotted through for Gabriel Jesus. And it's in for the opener. Brazil 1, Saudi Arabia 0. Neymar unlocks the defense. And Gabriel Jesus punches it through.
Yeah, lovely pass from Neymar. I thought for a second he maybe hit it a little bit too hard, but Gabriel Jesus with his pace and speed gets on the end of it. Chichi relaxed and goes, at last they've scored. And otherwise Angola kept a clean sheet until now. The crowd, even though they're for the local team, they're quite happy that Brazil have eventually got their breakthrough. Neymar running, times it perfect. Oh, gee, I think it is just onside. Goalkeeper maybe slow. Goes down a touch. Could he have gone all the way? More quickly. Gets a right hand on it, but it goes in.
Well, he's understandably upset with himself. Mohamed Al-Wais, he gets a hand on this, and Gabriel Jesus just gets it underneath. It's a player who needed a goal. He failed to score at the World Cup in Russia. Left out of the squad last month for the September friendlies, and just 2 goals in 10 games for Manchester City so far this season. But he puts Brazil in front now.
Maybe this will give his season a lift when he goes back to England. There's a lot of strikers play on confidence. If your confidence is low, you don't take the strike, you don't try the shot that beats the keeper. And this goal, assuming he stays on the pitch for the second half, maybe he can add a second or a third. Could be his day.
It was Ruud van Nistelrooy who told Gonzalo Higuain that goals are like ketchup. Turn the bottle over and nothing comes out. All of a sudden you're tapping the back of it and it all comes out at the same time.
That's a lovely explanation, and in many occasions true, and it's because it's linked to confidence. The first one brings the confidence, and then a whole bunch of goals come after that.
Final minute of the opening half of regulation. It took until the 43rd minute for Brazil and Gabriel Jesus to find the breakthrough. What's the response from Saudi Arabia? There's Pablo. Alexandro. Surprised to see the two fullbacks so withdrawn. Maybe, as expected from Fabinho's, a bit out of position. Alexandro's an attack-minded left back and had a pretty deep role so far.
He has, and I get the sense that Chichi's trying to get the sort of stability in the way they defend. I mentioned, bodies behind the ball, a high press, but if you don't get the ball, come back, get all the bodies behind it. He doesn't want fullbacks pushing up and leaving huge gaps. He's just using it to sort of tactically practice how they would play against Argentina. Because they're always going to score, Brazil. That you can guarantee. But if they can stop giving away what we call cheap goals, because both fullbacks are pushed up and the defensive midfield is pushed up and everyone's trying to score, if they can stop conceding those sort of goals, then they could be almost unbeatable.
Now Alexandro advanced on the near side and Neymar down the middle, combining with Coutinho. Here's Alexandro to the box. Bumped off the ball by Albishi. No foul, says the referee.
Well, just wondering if this is a final opportunity for viewers at home to watch Neymar and perhaps Coutinho and one or two others. Don't know if Chicho will make a change at half-time or in the 60th minute, but just in case, enjoy them now and again on Tuesday against Argentina.
Same kickoff time, 2 p.m. Eastern. Renato Augusto. Casemiro. Line-splitting pass to find now Neymar after Coutinho. Slotted through once more for Gabriel Jesus to run by Coutinho. Empty net. Coutinho doubles the lead for Brazil. It was all too easy for the five-time world champion. But it will not count. That explains it. Offside flag is up. Saudi Arabia stopped.
Yep, well offside. Well spotted by the assistant.
Now Sharani is the last man who springs the trap.
Just a claim for a penalty there. Not given. Alexandro. Referee says he went for the ball and it's not a penalty. Simple as that.
Very expressive.
Yeah.
Every time you want the weekend to start on
mostly it was Neymar attacking the back four, looking for runners. And when there were no runners, taking a shot himself. It just got away from his left foot there. Yet to stretch to strike, and that's why it went wide. But he was at the forefront of everything, Neymar, running at that defense. Flick on here at the near post, Gabriel Jesus. Nice save from the keeper, Alois. And an attempted long shot there from causing problems and making Brazil defend. But mostly it was Neymar attacking the back four, looking for runners. And when there were no runners, taking a shot himself. It just got away from his left foot there. Yet to stretch to strike, and that's why it went wide. But he was at the forefront of everything, Neymar, running at that defense. Flick on here at the near post, Gabriel Jesus. Nice save from the keeper, Alois. And an attempted long shot there from Coutinho that goes way, way over. Good flick on from a set piece. Good stretch from the keeper.
And Mohamed Alois, the busier of the two goalkeepers of Saudi Arabia, do not have a shot on target. But then Neymar, down the middle in this number 10 role, plays Gabriel Jesus on, and that's a lovely finish for the number 9.
Yes, he's just onside Gabriel Jesus, but Neymar had been threading balls in behind that back four that entire first half. This one worked. Look at it. Just onside. I'm going to stick with that. Keeper a little bit slow, perhaps, to get out and close Gabriel Jesus down. He tucks it in, and that's the all-crucial goal.
Well, a hint of an offside, but there's no VAR here to correct it. So Brazil with a 1-0 lead, courtesy of Gabriel Jesus in the 43rd minute. Stay with us. You're watching Saudi Arabia, Brazil on beIN Sports.
Now at Arby's, you can get 30 euros for $90. Or for those who aren't trying to cater a Greek family reunion, they're 2 for $6.
Arby's, we have the meats.
For sandwiches.
Did you know that 1/3 of Americans are affected by cybercrime? Every time you're online, your private information can be stolen, sold, or exploited. That's why you need NordVPN. Online protection trusted by millions of people worldwide. Prevent hackers seeing your transaction details. Protect your family's online activity and keep your private information safe. NordVPN uses military-grade encryption that protects your information from online tracking in just a few